KBLA Talk 1580 is progressive talk radio built for our community, by our community, and with hosts who look like you, live near you, and care about what you care about. 50,000 watts of truth right here in Southern California. KBLA Talk 1580. Listen live on your AM radio dial at 1580 or stream us live on our KBLA1580.com website or on our free KBLA 1580 app.
Unapologetically progressive.
Hey Zo, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
When you're going out of your way for somebody who definitely is not going out of their way for you, and you feel like if you don't go out of your way, then they won't like you. And if they don't like you, then they'll leave you. If you have to be a particular way for this person and really you don't feel like it, you're not honoring yourself. If you're tired, instead of resting, you're getting up and doing things for them so that they can like you, you are performing. You are being performative, and you cannot keep that up. Okay, you can do it for a little while, friend, but then you're going to become angry with them, resentful.
Andy, who was that? Mo Quick ATL. Tonight's topic, one of them ones. Guess who gave me this topic tonight? I mean, I was like, yo, Cali Soul sent me this topic. Cali Soul out of Denver, Colorado. We appreciate the topic submission. She should call in and build on it. Andy is like, she got to call in. You handing out topics and whatnot. Hey, I love it. Tonight's topic. Oh, gosh. Are they weeds masquerading as seeds? Are they weeds masquerading as seeds? Persona mechanics, emotional camouflage, and the psychology of counterfeit intimacy. A deep investigation into survival identities, attachment adaptation. Oh, man, and the hidden ecology of human relationships. Are we going to have a real conversation tonight? 1-800-920-1580. Are they weeds or seeds? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Are they simply weeds mimicking seeds? Now, I'm interested to know, who deals with weeds, with more weeds, men or women? Or is it not a gender thing? Do men also deal with weeds? I'm interested to know. What are your thoughts? 1-800-920-1580. Tonight, we investigate one of the most uncomfortable possibilities in modern intimacy. What if people never learned how to become themselves, only how to become acceptable? That choked me up. What if the person you love the most is practicing being acceptable to you? Lord have mercy. 1-800-920-1580. What if many people never learned how to become themselves, only how to become acceptable? What if the false self does not emerge from evil first, but from adaptation? Yes, a lot of people call that person who broke their heart, that person who betrayed them, they call them evil or a bad person. Or no, but what if the person that they are was born out of adaptation, like you? There ain't nobody that that didn't do some adapting to some level of toxicity in their early upbringing. Nobody is free from it. Listen, under enough abandonment, instability, racial trauma, attachment injury, emotional inconsistency, poverty, rejection, or survival pressure, human beings, often brothers and sisters, I want you to let that sink in. Listen, under enough abandonment, instability, racial trauma, attachment injury, emotional inconsistency, poverty, rejection, or survival pressure, human beings often reorganize their identity around one brutal question. What is that question? One brutal question. You want to hear it? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Who must I become in order to survive this environment? It's not a question you've never asked yourself before, unconsciously, when you were a child, when you had to adjust to the flaws in your parents. Yes, I know nobody wants to say their parents had any flaws, but every set of parents are not perfect. They're not good. Every set of parents have flaws. And as a baby, as a child, as a toddler, you had to adjust. You were in adaptation mode. Right? And once survival begins shaping personality, relationships stop functioning as spaces for revelation and start functioning as camouflage exchange. This is the hidden crisis beneath modern love. Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know why Meg and Clay didn't work? Y'all want to know why Will and Jada is such a struggle? I'm talking about it. This is the hidden crisis beneath modern love. People no longer merely present themselves. They optimize themselves. They sanitize their image, their language, their walk, their talk, their vibe. They sanitize, they wipe it down like it was a crime scene, because it was. It was a crime what happened to them in childhood. But what happens to most of us in childhood is not a punishable offense. Human beings break children, sometimes accidentally. And those broken shards get carried into intimate relationship as carry-ons. These types of folk rehearse vulnerability. They've mastered vulnerability language. They master therapeutic language. They mirror emotional depth. They perform softness. They learn how to look emotionally available without ever developing the nervous system capacity required to sustain genuine intimacy. You've dated them. You're probably one of them. 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. In a culture driven by performance, scarcity, loneliness, branding, and emotional survival, the persona itself has become relational currency. I gotta look a certain way. I gotta perform a certain way. But weeds survive precisely because they resemble what gets protected. Wait, what? Weeds resemble the plants that are bearing fruit? There's weeds out there that can mimic the 1-800-920-1580. Vavilovian mimicry revealed that invasive species evolve the resemblance to cultivated crops. Not truth, resemblance. Human beings often do the same thing emotionally. Some people unconsciously become whatever gains access to safety, validation, emotional regulation, houses, resources, sex, attention, or belonging. Not because they are monsters, but because adaptation became a part of their identity, their sense of self. That changes the entire moral framing of relationships. Why did they cheat on you? 'Cause they're fractured from the inside out. Why couldn't they keep their word? The betrayer, the betrayed becomes the betrayer. The observer is the observed. Hurt people hurt people. The wounded inflicts wounds. Come, y'all better get this work tonight. Do you see? That framing changes the entire moral concept that you're a bad person because you did this. Now the question is no longer, who lied to me? The deeper question becomes, can wounded people still recognize reality after spending generations surviving through performance? Because perhaps the most frightening truth beneath modern intimacy is this: many relationships do not begin with two people when they meet each other. They begin with two survival systems negotiating camouflage while calling it a spark, while calling it chemistry, while even calling it love. What if the real danger in intimate relationship does not come from weeds entering the garden, but from the gardener refusing to study what the weeds reveal about the condition of their internal soil? A weed does not emerge randomly. In ecological science, weeds function as indicators. Some arrive because the soil lacks nitrogen. Some appear because the earth has compacted. Some only grow where water stagnates or where the ecosystem has fallen out of balance. You not putting this to relationship? You should be. The mature gardener, the gardener of self, does not merely hate the weed. The mature gardener of the internal soil asks, what condition within me invited you to my soil? 1-800-920-1580. Get to your phone lines. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Human relationships often function exactly in alignment with that metaphor. Certain people arrive in our lives carrying deception, manipulation, inconsistency, abandonment, emotional hunger, grandiosity, seduction, avoidance, and or chaos. And probably all of them wrapped into one. The immature psyche immediately classifies them as a toxic weed, as if their presence alone explains the suffering. But psychologically, relationships frequently expose the unconscious architecture of the inner soil. Attachment theory suggests we feel magnetized towards what resembles the unresolved emotional conditioning that is actually the nutrients in our inner soil. Jung might call this shadow material. John Bowlby might describe it as attachment repetition. Krishnamurti would likely question whether the observer and the observed remain separate at all. Right there is where the point converges. The relationship becomes diagnostic. The weed reveals the soil. The condition of the soil. What condition is your internal soil in? It's always somebody else's fault. You always need help. Let me call a therapist. Let me call a coach. Let me call my mama. Let me call my pastor. You'll do anything you can to wiggle your way out of dealing with your own soil. When was the last time your hands was elbow deep in your own internal soil? Oh, you're always trying to outsource a gardener. Oh, he's got to be like this, or she's got to be like that. And, oh, she's got to nurture me like this. She got to love on me like that. She got to show up this way. He got to show up this way. Don't you know writing that letter to the mother you ain't talked to in years, to the father you have tried your best to forget about? Don't you know writing that forgiveness letter to them while they're still alive is putting your hands in your own soil? Oh, the weed reveals the soil. When we come forward, if you think I just got started, you'd be wrong, because I got so much more to talk about.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The BLM Center for Black Power is a hub for Black activism in the city of Los Angeles, a standalone nonprofit affiliated with Black Lives Matter LA. The venue is home to live events, meetings, and organizing drives for Black-led community-based organizations. It is also the base of operations for Black Lives Matter LA. Built on what used to be a nuisance property owned by an arms dealer, the BLM Center for Black Power is in the heart of Leimert Park and has opened its doors to everything
everything from youth organizers to toy drives to film screenings and community town hall meetings. To make a donation or make a request, please visit blmla.org. That's blmla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
We love America in spite of, not because of.
And that's the deepest kind of love.
This is KBLA Talk 1580.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, host of The Voice of Reason, weeknights at 7 p.m. here on KBLA Talk 1580, with a personal invitation for you to join me and Insight.me as we present The Healing Box, live at Inglewood's world-famous Miracle Theater, Saturday evening, May 23rd at 7 p.m. Look, I understand your attachment style has been running your life like a rogue algorithm, and nobody has had the courage to press pause. Until now, Dr. Pacoya McCall and yours truly are curating a night where clinicians, spiritualists, and an all-star panel of Black woman healers like Dr. Shalonda Sunshine Crawford, Dr. Jashana Johnson, and spiritualist Precious McGill will join some amazing spoken word artists and the legendary comedian Louis Dix to diagnose, disrupt, and heal your relational wreckage in real time. Listen, bring your trauma. As a matter of fact, bring your baby mama. No, bring your testimony. And if you're still texting your ex at 2 a.m., baby, you're not just invited, you're the target demo. Tickets are moving fast, so grab yours at themiracleinglewood.com before your dating history gets flagged as a pre-existing condition. That's themiracleinglewood.com. We'll see you there Saturday, May 23rd at 7 p.m.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I am a computer. I have been programmed to dance. I am here to digitize you.
Always been players? Have there always been people that try to present themselves like the nicest, greatest guy? Yes. Women, we call you pick-me's when you do this. So your performative males and pick-me's are essentially the exact same thing. It's a woman who's like, I'm so into football. I absolutely love it. I love football and anal and I love Star Wars. Okay, sure. I'm sure you do. And by the way, I know you get pilloried in the comments saying, what do you mean? I love all those things. Great. You're not a pick-me. You're the only authentic one. You're a unicorn. Got it. Absolutely. And I love going to the opera and art museums and antiquing on the weekends, and nothing makes me happier than a farmer's market. Come on, guys. They're always...
Yo! Who in the entire hell was that? That was divorce lawyer James Sexton. Yeah, he jumped off the cliff, didn't he? With no bungee cord, just jumped out there. Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR, the Voice of Reason, brings the most triggering relationship topics in the world. You know, I don't like people criticizing what other people do. Oh, everybody's talking about relationship. I've been saying this for a long time. I might not agree with your relationship perspective, but you're a human being. You get to talk about it because that is the part of the human condition. That's who you are. Relationship is all human beings are, right? In relation to the water, in relation to the parent, in relation to food, in relation to friends, in relation to work, school, everything about our life is relationship. And I might not agree with what you have to say about relationship. You've heard me disagree openly. Oh, they said this. I don't really agree with that. But that doesn't mean I think they shouldn't be able to talk about it. Everybody can talk about relationships. I think how we talk about relationships is important. I had a beautiful sister on yesterday, and she was dropping some of the best jewels ever. And I'll be bringing her back on, right? Terry Love. I'll be bringing her back. But I do believe we're in an era of spiritual confrontation. All of the soft pats on the back and everybody wins a trophy for showing up to therapy is not getting it done. By the way, that's not a dig at therapy. Go to therapy. Yep, go to therapy. And go get in one of them sweat lodges, too. We got spirit work to do. Get some Native American peace pipe smoke blown on you. Do it all. Go get baptized. Go to church. Hey, listen. All of these modalities tap in to the orphan self. So none of them are useless. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Anything that does not align with our wounds get labeled as weeds. And then we forget the inherent value of weeds. Do you understand? It's important. Like I said, Krishnamurti would question whether the observer and the observed remain separate at all. You're seeing them. But what you're seeing in them and what is irritating you about them is what you have walked away from. You've walked away from your garden. And you're mad weeds are growing internally and then showing up externally. The weed reveals the soil. Not because abuse becomes sacred. Not because betrayal becomes virtuous. Not because boundaries should dissolve. But because painful relationships often expose orphan regions of the self that the conscious had previously abandoned. The weed may indeed reveal where discernment collapsed into fantasy, where loneliness eroded your standards. Listen, when I come forward, somebody call in. Listen, somebody get a piece of this. Help me now. I need your help just as much. Call in 1-800-920-1580. Let's get it.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The U.S. and Iran are reportedly close to a memorandum aimed at ending the war. President Trump says he's confident a deal can be reached, but warned bombing could resume if talks fail.
They want to make a deal. They want to negotiate.
Meanwhile, the U.S. has paused Project Freedom, which helped guide vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. Black Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass is facing a federal lawsuit from Los Angeles Fire Department Union President Freddie Escobar. He accuses Bass and the city of retaliating against him after he criticized the fire department's lack of resources during the Palisades fire. The lawsuit claims city officials spread misleading statements suggesting Escobar was under investigation for overtime abuse. And the Trump administration is suing the New York Times for alleged racial bias against a white male employee. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission claims the Times failed to promote him because of his race and gender. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Did you know April is National Car Care Month? Head to your local Big O Tires for great deals like this. Now, get a synthetic oil change starting at only $39.99, including tire rotation. Plus, get a free multi-point vehicle inspection, too. Find your nearest Big O at bigotires.com.
There is no denying that we've always been the conscience of this country. KBLA Talk 1580 is progressive talk radio built for our community, by our community, and with hosts who look like you, live near you, and care about what you care about. 50,000 watts of truth right here in Southern California. KBLA Talk 1580. Listen live on your AM radio dial at 1580 or stream us live on our KBLA1580.com website or on our free KBLA 1580 app.
Unapologetically progressive.
Getting around LA doesn't have to cost a lot. Metro has fares that fit every budget. 20 free rides for qualified riders through the Life Fare program. Free passes for students with GoPass and affordable options for everyone in between. Wherever you're going, Metro's got you covered. Visit metro.net/fare programs.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Lots of places can expose you to identity theft.
Oh no.
That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If we find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes to your financial accounts, we alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that could make all the difference. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now. Things are changing fast and no one knows what comes next. Times like these make you realize just how important it is to be prepared. That's where My Patriot Supply comes in. They're America's #1 most trusted resource for survival food, solar power, water filtration systems, and more. Go to preparewithamerica.com to unlock a special offer that'll help you get ready for whatever comes our way. Go to preparewithamerica.com to see the special offer right now. That's preparewithamerica.com.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. 10 Toes In serves as a mentorship and domestic violence prevention program. They support, educate, and empower couples during and after incarceration. They assist male returning citizens to re-enter society successfully and to help them maintain a healthy relationship with their romantic partner. They offer a mentorship support group for formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In teaches its Intimate Relationships 101 curriculum at male prisons throughout the state of California. They host sister support group meetings for women who are intimately involved with incarcerated and formerly incarcerated men. 10 Toes In is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. To access their services or make a donation, please visit them online at 10toesin.org or find them on Facebook or Instagram. They are healing lives through relationships. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Let's talk about how you can tell that you are in a healthy, loving relationship. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. I've been counseling women and men who have experienced abuse, as well as those who have been perpetrators of abuse and other violent crimes. And I have a question here from a commenter. It says, how can you tell that you're in a healthy, loving relationship and not one that just simply appears to be loving and healthy? So a relationship that's just for appearances is very performative and inauthentic. You see a lot of those here on social media and in person too, but so they're ones that are really literally just competing for popularity and images or business relationships. But I think when you're in a healthy, loving relationship, number one, you're going to know neither one of you are going to need to perform. So it won't be fear-based. You won't need to be performative out of fear that if you don't show up this way or if you don't show up that way, then that person is going to leave you. You are going to understand that while both of you are flawed, you're not compromising the integrity of yourself or the relationship. And both of you inspire each other to be better. Your person, you show up for each other and you support each other.
Andy, who was that? I'm scared to say her name. A date with darkness. Darknesses. Let me just say, she was cooking though. Performance. An intimate thespian. Yeah? Who do I need to be in order to give you what you want so you don't leave? So you continue to give me what I want. In regenerative agriculture, certain weeds restore damaged soil. Their roots break up compaction. Their decomposition returns nutrients back into the ecosystem. Likewise, some painful relationships become compost for the consciousness. Not romance, not destiny, but compost. Decayed illusions converted into psychological nutrients. The relationship might die. The fantasy decomposes. But the awareness fertilizes the next stage of becoming. Philosophically speaking, this aligns with the ancient insight that suffering becomes transformative only when it's metabolized consciously. Oh, I love this author, Sri Yukteswar. Say that name with me, Sri Yukteswar. Yeah, that's exactly how you say it. Sri Yukteswar. Right? He has a point that deepens this metaphor. He said human beings mistake properties for substance because the consciousness remains identified with appearances rather than with essence. The ego judges the external form, weed or flower, while remaining blind to the deeper substrate, right, from which both emerge. As long as consciousness remains trapped, and listen to the word Maya. I'm not talking about Maya who been celibate for 7 years. She fine, boy, beautiful. That's the singer. Maya is the Sanskrit term that means illusion, right? As long as the consciousness remains trapped in illusion, the visible world becomes mistaken for the ultimate reality. A counterfeit lover may therefore carry an authentic revelation. A failed relationship may contain legitimate instructions. A painful attachment may expose the architecture of unconsciousness more honestly than comfort ever could, soft lifers. Somebody, I'm masculine energy. It can't all be Precious. You know, Precious, that's my sister. Precious be like, okay, so breathe, brother. I'm coming with the sword. I'm turning over tables. The danger comes when people romanticize the weed instead of studying the ecology that produced vulnerability to the weed. A garden without discernment becomes overrun. And let me say, stop pimping the word discernment. A garden without self-observation, non-judgmental, non-persecutory, observation of self. A garden without that becomes overrun. But a garden without decomposition never gets to regenerate. The real question may not be, were they a weed or a seed? The more terrifying question may be, what did their presence reveal about my soil? The soil of my interior world. Are they simply weeds, mimicking seeds? The garden of the false self? How damaged people mimic healing to gain access to your soil? Huh? Kudzu love. That's right, Kudzu, kudzu love. When emotional weeds disguise themselves as soulmates. Has it happened to you? 1-800-920-1580. The weed that looked like wheat. Persona performance. Trauma mimicry. And counterfeit intimacy. Let me say it again. The weed that looked like wheat. Oh, Lord, you dated the shaft. I'm sorry. Let's keep it going. When I come forward, I'm going to the phone lines. People want to talk about it. I don't know.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
My name is Tyrone Owens, and this is my home for 23 years that burned in the fire. Me and my wife, Charlene, we had this whole yard decorated every year.
This was the house that sparkled throughout the entire neighborhood on all the holidays. It's a community that will never be the same due to the negligence of a utility company. So I am pretty upset about that.
We were nowhere near being able to rebuild with our insurance. It's going to cost $1 million to put your house back up.
I want to get back to that point where we were before the fire. I'm starting to get emotional, but I'll work through it. LA Fire Justice has been wonderful for us. They're just caring people. I mean, we have all faith in them.
Big ups to LA Fire Justice, who's given us hope to rebuild 100%.
Advertisement. Douglas Foster, 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100, Pasadena, California, 91101 is the attorney responsible for this ad.
LA Fire Justice is proud to sponsor Conversation Live, Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
Getting around LA doesn't have to cost a lot. Metro has fares that fit every budget. 20 free rides for qualified riders through the Life Fare program. Free passes for students with GoPass and affordable options for everyone in between. Wherever you're going, Metro's got you covered. Visit metro.net/fare programs.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Created with a share of the 1984 Olympic Games surplus, LA 84 began operations in 1985 as a grant-making and educational foundation. Today, the LA 84 Foundation supports hundreds of nonprofit youth sports organizations throughout Southern California annually, trains coaches, commissions research, convenes conferences, and maintains the world's premier Olympic and sports library collection. They are transforming lives and communities through the power of youth sports. To find out about youth sports programs for yourself or your child, and to get information about the grants and support they offer to schools and nonprofits, or if you want to make a donation, please visit la84.org. That's la84.org. Or you can call them at 323-730-4600. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Brownsville. This is roller skate music. In the 80s, we roller skating right now.
Relationships with avoidance are so performative. It can definitely feel performative, and you are not imagining that. Relationships with people who have avoidant attachment styles often come across that way for real psychological reasons. Here's what's usually going on underneath that feeling. Number 1, they manage closeness instead of fully experiencing it. Avoidants tend to feel overwhelmed by deep emotional intimacy. So instead of naturally being in the moment, they're usually subconsciously managing the situation, saying the right things, doing the right expected behaviors, but not fully emotionally present. That can feel more like a script rather than something genuine. Number 2, emotional expression is filtered or curated. They've learned, often from early experiences to downplay needs, vulnerability, or dependence. So what you get is a controlled version of them, polished, calm, fine, instead of the real raw honesty. That can come off like they're performing a role instead of letting you see the real person they are. Number 3, they rely on actions instead of emotional depth. But even actions can feel detached. Avoidance might show up in practical ways, helping, fixing things, spending time, but the emotional connection behind it can feel thin or inconsistent. It's like they're doing relationship behaviors without fully feeling them the same way you might. Number 4, intimacy triggers self-protection. When things get too real or close, they may pull back, become distant, or switch into a more surface level mode.
Hey, listen. I'm watching the KBLA YouTube. I'm watching it right now. I'm looking at my TikTok. I see what's happening. People are stunned. They're commenting, but they're stunned. Yeah, this is the work. This is the work. Somebody, comedian Q Turner in the TikTok chat says, how she know me? Oh, nah, yeah. We got to reveal it. And I promise you, on May 23rd, at the Miracle Theater, I'm going to be funny and joking. I'm letting my panel do the heavy lifting. Dr. Jashana Avant Johnson, right? Dr. Shalonda Crawford. These are KBLA OGs, by the way. Dr. Sunshine Crawford. Y'all know what's up. Dr. Pacoya McCall. Y'all know what's up. Black women, educated, both on the clinical side and the spiritual side. And then, guess who got her master's all wrapped up today? Precious McCall. Oh, no. Precious McGill. I'm sorry. Precious McGill got her degree. What y'all know? And she's the resident spiritualist on the panel. Then, of course, we have legendary comedian Louis Dix. Go to themiracleinglewood.com. Then on top of that, they're trying to get me to add comedian Ron G. When I tell you Ron G, he did it last year. He was absolutely perfect. He's doing something else. Ron G was absolutely perfect last year. And they're trying to get it. Apparently, Ron G is like, tell Zoe I'm down, right? Then we got legendary, world-renowned spoken word artist, Sonny Patterson. I'm not going to tell you what she's going to do, but she's going to do something so extraordinary. You have to be there. Go get your tickets, themiracleinglewood.com. Scroll down and buy your tickets. Just scroll down by date. May 23rd is the date. That Saturday starts at 7 p.m. Also, KBLA listeners, KBLA delegates, go to my website, Mr. Zoe What, and pre-order your copy of my latest book, which should be coming out End of June, beginning of July. Next week, and this is what we're doing also for people who pre-order. I'm doing, I think it's going to be, they're putting it together. It's like a website where you're going to be able to join the website, and it's a live seminar where I'm explaining the book, the concepts in the book, the ideas, the load-bearing concepts in the book. Watch. For anybody that pre-orders, you automatically get invited into that. It's called Zoe's Reading Room. And you come in and I explain the entire book from front matter all the way to the 60-word glossary contained. It's gonna be fire. Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. You're gonna see a banner that says new book release, and it has 4 symbols. Just click that, put it in your cart, buy it, go get it. It's going to be worth every copper penny. We got callers on the line. I want to get them in here right now. Wiggy from Jamaica, Queens, New York. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Oh, can I read my poem?
You want to read your poem? Okay. Listen.
It's very short.
But it's short. Okay, for sure. Yes, let's hear it.
Okay. I'll just take one of them. I long for conversation, for support and caring. I realize there's problems that will pop up, but why do the problems just sit in us, unresolved? And as we become sicker and more complicit. Yeah.
Was it over or is there more?
It's over.
Oh, Andy, do we have finger snaps? Oh my God. I loved it. What's the name of the poem?
I just wrote it tonight.
Really?
Yeah, I wrote 3 of them. I'm in my feelings.
Why are you? Don't go nowhere. Stay with me, Wiggy. Wiggy, don't go nowhere. Queens, Jamaica, Queens, New York is in the house. When we come forward, we're going to talk to our sister Wiggy. Let's get it.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. The U.S. and Iran are reportedly close to a memorandum aimed at ending the war.